So, West Ham against Manchester United. As a United fan, all I can say is, wow, how bad was that? But I'm saying that with regularity at the moment, which is a great shame. Got better the other week at Liverpool, but we played reasonably well to get a point. We defended really well. You hope they're going to go and build on that. They go away from home to West Ham, which can be reasonably hostile, but it was a quiet day there today. The crowd weren't on the backs at all. West Ham weren't great. I would suggest we were by far and away the better team in the first half. And I think for quarter of an hour of the second half, they couldn't get out of their sort of 30 yards. We played everything within 30 yards of their goal, but we just couldn't create anything. We never seem to. And when we do, the finishing isn't up to scratch, but just really poor. And then they get 2 goals probably against a run of play, and all of a sudden the game's over and all our heads are on the floor. Rashford comes on with 40 minutes to go? What did he do? He thinks he's one of the best players in the world. Many people have said that. He's on £350,000 a week. Did nothing. He replaced Højlund. I said to Højlund, to my lad the other week, Højlund, I feel sorry for him. He's getting no service at all. Nothing whatsoever. The wingers aren't finding him. They're not giving him early ball. But my lad said, yeah, but he's doing nothing, Dad. He said, the thing is, he's not getting early ball. He's not getting the ball, but he should be dropping back. He should be demanding the ball. He should be chasing things down and getting the ball himself. He said, you always rave about Harry Kane. He said, look at him when it's not going for him. He drops deep and he gets the ball and he does things with it. But what I will say is, Højlund, you just paid £70 million for. Kane's gone for 100, 110. There's a £40 million difference there. In actual fact, there should probably be about 150, £200 million difference, because Kane's that much better of a player. He's 10 years older, 10 years more experienced, much better player, and we've obviously massively overpaid for Højlund. At this moment in time, I think that's one of our 2 problems. Number 1 is our signings, and number 2 is our injury list. Just a horrendous injury list. Varane, good game against Liverpool, out again today. Brings a young boy I'd only heard of last week. Played reasonably well. Distribution not too bad, but I'd only heard of him last week. And he's playing with a 35-year-old, 36-year-old, whatever it may be, that we got rid of 8 or 10 years ago. It's crazy. And then, as I say, you look at recruitment, you've got Anthony there, 80 million, and I keep thinking, who decided to pay 80 million for that boy? I mean, he may get better, but I don't think he's ever going to be an 80 million pound player. Højlund, is it 70 odd we paid for him? Nearly 80? He will get better. I don't know if he'll ever become an 80 million pound player, and if he does, I don't know if he'll be with us. He might not last that long, because unless he starts to do more very, very quickly, he's going to get caught in the stampede as other centre forwards come to the club. But it was just another panic buy, another overinflated transfer. Who's seen him as a 70, 80 million pound player other than the bigwigs at our club? It's for that kind of money, you want a proven finisher, not a young boy that's got potential. Had it been Haaland, it's a different ball game. Haaland's gone over to Germany and done it there as well. But I don't know. I really, really don't know. It's worrying at this moment in time, and I've always been behind Ten Hag, and then I had a period for 2 weeks where I was calling for his head. Then I sort of got back on side again, but I'm thinking, what are we watching? What on earth is going on? And I don't know what else to say about the game, because I just don't get it, how we can't build on anything. We can't seem to create anything. When we do, we don't seem to finish anything. Garnacho should have scored that first half. I mean, you've got to score that. Then there's another chance 3 minutes later where he tries to square it, but really he should have gone on and tried to score. But I think he'd lost confidence with the first one he missed that he should have scored. So all of a sudden there's 2 cracking chances to go at least 1-0 up, if not 2-0 up. And then we do nothing for the next 30, 40 minutes and they score. And then they go bang, bang, which is what we fail to do nowadays. In the old days, we used to go bang, bang. My mate had a saying, you get 1, you get 2. We used to get 2 goals against people, the game was dead. We struggle to get 1 now, and if we get 1, we can't get 2. Gerard Bowen, ex-wide man, what's he, only 11 goals for the season in Premier League? What's Rashford on? 2. £350,000 a week. 2 Premier League goals. He looks like a boy with absolutely no confidence at all. But he also looks like a boy that's been to the Marshall finishing school. A boy that doesn't want to run and doesn't want to work hard, doesn't want to put a shift in. Looks totally disinterested. If you're a United fan, folks, it's worrying. It really, really is. I know many don't get to see these United videos because there's not many that come along here, but if you're a United fan and you've watched it, what do you think? Where are things going wrong? And do you want Ten Hag in the hot seat any longer? Has he got to go? And if he goes, who do you get for him? There's only 2 absolutely out of this world great managers out there, and of the other 3 or 4 underneath them, they're all in jobs at the moment. So who do you go for next? Where does that search end? But I mean, I think 2 things are apparent. Number 1, we need some players back and very, very quickly. And I mean, our better players who are injured. And number 2, we need to change this recruitment massively. Absolutely massively. Because we're paying arms and legs for people that aren't deserving of what we're paying for them. And then we're stuck in a rut and we just can't get rid of them. Or we're taking massive losses. You know, it's absolutely crazy. But good luck to West Ham, you know. They had a couple of chances, got 2 goals. We had a few chances, should have had a lot more chances and got absolutely nothing. And weirdly, never really looked like scoring for all with the bulk of the game. It's worrying. It really is. Really, really worrying.